I once said it, and I'll repeat again. I once said it here that Mbadi is not an expert on anything. But most of you people came out and attacked me. If there is a CS that is so-called, that was thrown into a docket that he's trying to understand, and he will never understand because it's above its level, is John Mbadi. Because that guy, tell me why he will say you'll scrap free primary education. Do you know how important that thing is to this country? And why would you feel as a CS, as after so many years, you will feel that now free primary education can no longer be free and you want parents to pay? Do you know how many people have benefited from free primary education? And this is why I'm doing this video, because some of us are bitter. We are the beneficiary. Me, myself, I'm a beneficiary of pre-primary education. Why are we doing this to our children? Something that has been free ever since Kibaki brought it. How do you feel? How do you come out and now start giving lame and stupid excuses that because people did not pass the finance bill, now education cannot be free? Do you all know how many children you are going to affect with that nonsense? That you are saying that education cannot be free. Anyway, guys, before I go into more details, if you're coming here for the first time, kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do so. Na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed. Now back to my video. You guys, we need to be serious as a country. And if there is one thing we need to protect in this country, is this free primary education. If there is one thing that has made Kenya grow and Kenya be stand out globally, is because of this free primary education. So if a CS somewhere just thinks that he can come out and scrap free primary education because of his imaginations and because of he thinks that he's the best thing that Kenya ever got, then we really need to rethink some of these things. Because how do you scrap free primary education? How do you say that that thing can no longer be free? Do you know how many children you will affect? Anyway, I want you to watch a few videos before I come out and I dig a deep analysis into this. So watch these videos.
On university education. University education has been affordable in this country. More affordable than even high school education. Today, because of Kenya Kwanza government and mismanagement and lack of interest, the welfare of wananchi, university education has become unaffordable, and only people who can afford will now acquire education. So now, if for you to be a daktari, you have to be rich.
The budgets cannot support the 22,000 shillings. And Honorable Chair, you know it is Parliament that passes the budget. And you can take the figures and calculate. And I say, you see, the problem is, we live a lie. Let me put it this way, and I've been around here. President Kibaki started the free primary education. Then President Uhuru, actually Kibaki never attempted free secondary education. President Uhuru came with the subsidized. It was supposed to be subsidized secondary education. Then somehow, he escalated it to free.
That if somebody went on the table with Kasongo, as we have seen, definitely they will lose their brain. They will lose their senses. Just like Mbadi has lost his senses, all of a sudden he's saying that we cannot afford free education.
That was senses are telling you the reality.
Wait, we will address that. That is not reality. Trevor, you can't tell me that Kibaki was able to give us free education for 10 good years. Uhuru came on board to give us free education for 10 years, even with the pandemic of COVID, and we were able to learn, me being a beneficiary. Uhuru was able to give us help loans. In as much as they delayed, we had our monies. We were...
Mimi ni jirani ya William Ruto, lakini yale yanatendeka hatuwezi kubali. Mheshimiwa Mwai Kibaki mkifanya naye kwa prime minister. Mwai Kibaki alituachia free primary education. Sasa hii mimi nasikia waziri wako Mbadi anaongea kumbavu kule bungeni. Anasema ati capitation ishuke kutoka 22,000 iende 16. Nyinyi wana ODM mtakubali kweli? Baba simama na mwananchi. Baba simama na mwananchi.
have watched those videos, and trust you me, we cannot stand this. We cannot just sit back and relax and say that let Mbadi have his way. That cannot be acceptable. Let Ruto have his way. That cannot be acceptable. Free primary education has been part of us for the longest time. It has educated most of our children. Those people who couldn't afford to go to school were able to go to school. Back in the days, those people who were not able to pay school fees were able to go to school, and they were able to be educated. How do you come and tell us that you cannot provide free primary education? In the manifesto of Kenya Kwanza, they say that education will be free. How comes right now that education is not, you don't want to bring education is free? Mbadi himself was in ODM and in Azimio, and one of the manifesto was education was supposed to be free all the way to the university. So how do you wake up and speak that nonsense? How do you wake up and tell us that nonsense? We need to tell this government straight in the face that there are some things that you cannot touch. You can touch so many things, but you cannot touch that one. Let us be serious as a country. Let us be serious. Because how do you let us see it? And I said it from the start that this guy was not an expert in anything. You people kept on doubting me. You can feel someone who is an expert in something. This guy is literally in a docket whereby he's just floating, trying to act as an expert, but he knows deep down that this thing is above him. He doesn't understand it. And that's why he keep on making the things he's saying left, right, and center, the confusion. It seems like if you get into you get into this government, one of the requirements is that you need to suspend your brain. Education we cannot afford to take away free primary education. We cannot. We will affect so many children. Education has been the equalizer in this country, that even if you went to the best school, and you went to the worst school, as long as you people can meet in a table and talk and understand each other, that is what education has been. Education has been an equalizer. Then someone comes and tell you that we need to scrap that thing off, surely. And Mbadi, you are happy, you are smiling, you think you want to go down in history as the CS who took away free primary education. You want that one to be part of your legacy, part of your nini as a CS for finance. Yet unasema serikali haina pesa. Yet the state house is being renovated every single day. You are renovating state house in billions. You are building church in billions. Why don't you take that money and take it to secondary, to finance free education? This bursary that you keep on dishing left, right, and center, why don't you take all that money and put it in the midst of education and education to be free? What is so difficult? Why are you using the excuse of finance bill? Finance bill has always been there. And even this finance bill of 2025-2026 was not opposed by anyone. It passed. So why are you saying that you are punishing? You are saying you are using an excuse because we failed to pass the finance bill of 2024-2025. Now you are saying that you are going to need, which you passed anyway. Let us be serious. That is all I can conclude. Let us be serious. And if there is one thing that Kenyans must rise up and oppose strongly, is someone coming out to tell them that there will be no free primary education. No, that one is unacceptable. Because even the Constitution says that the right to education is enshrined in the Constitution. So how is the right of the Constitution enshrined in the Constitution, yet you want to make people pay? The right to basic education is nothing that we can negotiate with. Afadhali secondary watu wadipe, but free primary education in primary has to be free. That is non-negotiable. Anyway, guys, I'm so offended. I'm so pissed by this guy. And I'm happy, and I want like all Kenyans to come out and call him out, because this is not acceptable at all. Anyway, guys, you can share your views in the comment section, but above it all, remain respectful. Come and share your views, because we must rise as a country and stop and call this thing out. We cannot accept this. everyone who has benefited from free primary education, which is majority of us. I am one of them. Let us come together. But above it all, thank you so much. Until next time, bye-bye.
African